Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Baltimore Ravens taking on the visiting team.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between our visitors and the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 60 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game, bottom line. May not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Throwing to start the drive. Reeves. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. After the interception, here's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Reeves. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. The Texans at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And the offense last week, they certainly had things humming, because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw. Reeves. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Reeves. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens will take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and
he's got a man complete, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Ravens put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Point after here coming up. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Back to throw. Reeves. He finds his man. Complete. It's Flowers. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. He finds his man. Complete. It's back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
They go play action with Jackson. He completes it to Hunter. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jackson over the middle, complete. That's Hall.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up, but obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Reeves. He finds his man. Complete. That's Flowers. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down. Reeves. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Reeves. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Holloway. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunter. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. Now it's Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Back out comes San Antonio. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, Reeves.
And a quick throw here that's complete.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Reeves, quick hitter here, it's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, Reeves firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
That's just what you call a chain mover right there. Nothing fancy. Get the ball out to the back, and you're asking him to make a little bit extra out of maybe what is nothing, and he does exactly that. Picks up the first down. I can't wait till we get to the point, partner, where we're not saying chain mover, but we're saying laser pointer picks it up for the first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. To throw on 3rd down, Reeves. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Texans. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up.
There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Jackson now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Hunter. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. That'll make it 1st and 15. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Reeves. And a quick throw here that's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he will find his man on the outside.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. To throw on 2nd down, Reeves.
And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers.
And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Back to throw. Reeves. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 4 yards out.
And the Texans have taken the lead.
We always admire a guy who can go through his progressions and find the open receiver. I believe we just saw that there.
And we admire him just a little bit more when it goes for a touchdown.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raven offense going to take over late in this 1st half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson.
On the out route, he completes it to Hall.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where it was the visiting Lions who come in and get the road victory. Jalen Hurts, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game, and they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. The Saints with a much-needed win to keep their season afloat as they push their record to 2-4 with the win. And lastly, we'll all be tuned in on Monday night for what should be a great one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Texans to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Reeves. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And some room to work. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. To throw is Jackson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Texans back out there and ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up second down. Looking to throw. Reeves.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Reeves.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Beck. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down. Now Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Beck. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return.
And the Texans will take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Reeves. And he's got his man on the out route. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. On 2nd down and 4, Jackson, and he'll find Hall.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Jackson now off the bootleg. He finds his man, complete. It's Holloway.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Well, normally on a third down play, I'm not a huge proponent of play action, but when you run it as effectively as we've seen them do in this game, yeah, it sets it up pretty well.
Yeah, particularly on this drive, they've been great running the ball. Good setup.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Back to throw. Jackson.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. A third quarter now, and a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
And Jackson throwing once more. Flush to his right. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun, being chased out left.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good, and they have regained the lead.
So that is second drive ending in a field goal now here in the 3rd.
Yeah, the first one got them closer, and this one gets them the lead, but I don't think they should fall in love with kicking field goals. They're going to need to put the ball in the end zone if they want to finish off this game with a win.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Reeves.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
The coverage that time was unbelievable the whole way around. I mean, you've got a quarterback just standing back there in the pocket. He had all night to survey the field, and he still couldn't find anybody. And when he finally did throw it, he threw it to the other team.
And now here come the Ravens. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and that will keep this a 2-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Reeves firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 5.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away. And this one caught by Hunter over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Hall.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Back to throw. Jackson.
There's Hall bringing in another one. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Hunter.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Operating from the gun, Jackson.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Texans defense stands tall. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 104 yards rushing now for the ball game on 24 carries.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, Cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
On first down, Reeves. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this is incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Reeves. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Ravens ready to take over. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jackson. He finds his man. Complete. It's Hunter. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jackson got his man complete over the middle. That's Holloway.
And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. He finds his man complete. It's Holloway. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. They go play action now. Jackson. He finds his man complete. It's Hunter. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which his offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run the counter. McGee, and nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. On 3rd down, Reeves.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 21-16, 47 seconds remaining. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10.
Throwing, Jackson.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs.
Jackson to throw.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Now Jackson.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for our visitors, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.